Alright, can't play two games at once gamers, welcome back to another whatever this is. Today I want to talk about, somewhat randomly, the equally random Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 modern ports that have just appeared onto PlayStation 5. I haven't actually played them myself, I don't really have any interest to do so, but I just wanted to talk about it briefly because I thought, hey, that's kind of a cool thing, you know? Obviously, they're still very expensive, and you still have to pay for all the season pass, and that's just some egregious bullshit, but, you know, it's Activision. Par for the course. But I wanted to talk about it briefly, because I thought it was kind of neat to me that instead of remastering these old games that still work, they're still very playable, they've just gone copy-paste onto PlayStation, and you can just buy them again, and I think that's kind of neat. So obviously it is very low effort, right? It's obviously a nostalgia cash grab because Call of Duty is in the mud right now, as it should be. Up the Spec Ops the line, which, does anyone remember that game? But as I say, on its own, it is quite cool that it's just been copy pasted. They've just put it on there. They haven't wasted time and money on a remaster, because not all remasters are made equally. You know, for every Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there's something bad. I can't actually think of one of recent memory, but I just appreciate it, you know. I appreciate that it's not trying to fix anything, it's not trying to change or remake it in any way, it's just the same game as it was, barring, you know, these weird, like, updates or patches to, you know, certain, like, sniper rifles. Because I'm not playing the game, I don't really care about that shit, you know? But I wanted to talk about it in the context of just porting more old games, because the worst thing about console generations is the amount of games that are lost in doing so. You know, I mean, if you look at just the PS3, people have been clamoring forever for backwards compatibility with that, where obviously that's a bit of a challenge because the hardware of that console was so confusing and weird, whereas now it's a lot more streamlined and a lot more just like a computer, I guess? I don't know. And that also gets into another topic of, like, you know, remakes and how accessible the original game is. One that always comes to mind for me lately is Silent Hill 2. You know, you can only play that game if you have a PS2, you have the copy of the game, or if you have the inferior PS3 copy, or if you have it on PC, you can access the enhanced edition like I did last year to play the game, which was great fun. And I specifically wanted to play that original version before the remake, which I haven't played yet. I don't know when I'll play it, but because the remake is the only version that is available on modern hardware. You can't play the original Silent Hill 2, you can only play the remake. And so it's kind of erased, or it's kind of taken place of the original, which I think is kind of a wrong bad thing. It's a wrong bad thing for remakes, in my opinion. But that's another video topic entirely that I want to do at some point, maybe, where my general stance on remakes and remasters is that a remaster should essentially replace the original, and a remake should coexist with the original. It should be a different take on the game, hence why I enjoy the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy so far, because it's different, and within the context of that game, it does some really weird things that only a remake could do, you know, where it's like, hey, this game almost exists in the world of the original game, and the story, it's like it already happened and we're doing it again. It's like this weird deja vu thing where the characters kind of remember what happened in the original, but they don't. It's really weird and really interesting and unique, and it's the sort of thing that I've never seen a remake do, but it's the most obvious sort of like natural path to go. But that's another thing, we're not talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and such. We'll try not to. But getting back to the Call of Duty games, again, it is obviously a nostalgia grab, but I just appreciate it. That's it. I just wanted to put that out there and just say, hey, I appreciate that they did this, even if you have to pay all that money to do it. And I haven't played the games, and I don't really care to at this point. Unless they port maybe Modern Warfare 2, which, fuck it, I hope they do. I hope they do a Modern Warfare 2 port. Just port everything over. Because, as I say, all of these games are lost. All of these games are not available on modern hardware. And also playing games like these older Call of Duty games, they're not safe on PC still, you know, as far as I can tell. The fact that it's like a gamble, or the fact that it's like, oh, do I want to risk playing these games on PC? I don't know, I think that's kind of shit. Obviously there's the plutonium like launcher thing, but I haven't really given that much of a try. With the old Call of Duty games now, I play for like an hour and then I just don't care anymore. I just move on. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I've played this before. And so while it is kind of a shame that, you know, we're all just repeating life, we're all just going around in circles again, and we're all just falling for this nostalgia, but you know, as Adam Pacitti once said, life is so awful. Wait, well, what did he say? I'm a sucker for nostalgia because life is so awful. But at the same time, it is kind of cool that people from like 15 years ago are getting to play Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 again like it was 15 years ago, and it is just, again, copy-paste, the same game, nothing's been changed. And I just think that's neat, you know? I think that should be maybe like the standard. More games should do it, you know? If they just took the original Silent Hill 2, just put it on... Oh, hit the mic. Just put it on the PlayStation Store for PS5. I think that'd be neat. Because, you know, there's so many remasters that people are clamoring for. And there's so many games where people are like, oh, this game deserves a remaster. But as I say, not every remaster is made equal. And it's funny when people say this game deserves a remaster, like it's like a badge of honor, like, oh, this game was really great and we're gonna remaster it because it was special. It's like, that's not really how it works, but you know, you get what people mean. So games like Silent Hill 2, which again, on PC, the enhanced edition, it makes the game look a lot better, it runs a lot better probably on PC. I don't know the specifics, but it was very good and very fun. Again, another fan project, the Resident Evil HD mod thing, which is phenomenal, and that completely transformed the PC version of the game. And there's even stuff like that for The Simpsons Hit and Run. A lot of old games people want to play, people want to remaster, which can't be done because of like a licensing issue, I presume. But yeah, I think it'd be worthwhile if they did, because games like those, if they were re-released in like a better state, or if they were just ported over as they are, I think people would buy them. I think people would be interested to play them. Because ultimately, with a game like Silent Hill 2 Remake, I think the main reason people aren't going back to play the original when there's the remake there, the new shiny remake, I think it's not just that on its own. I think it's just that when you go to the PlayStation Store, you search Silent Hill 2, you don't see Silent Hill 2 the original. Most people nowadays probably don't have a PS2 just laying around, so they're not going to go out of their way to play the game. But yeah, I just wanted to say, I thought it was neat. And if they did port over Modern Warfare 2, then I would be intrigued to actually play that one, because, you know, that is a game I spent a lot of time playing as a kid. Black Ops less so, but I still put a fair bit of time in that. And actually, I never played Black Ops 2 at all. I never got around to that one. I kind of fell off around that time, and I did play Modern Warfare 3, but for some reason I just missed Black Ops 2. Alright, I guess that'll do it. Thanks again for watching if you did. Let me know, what do you think? Or have you broken your PlayStation Store boycott because they've done away with physical games now, but oh, they released Black Ops 1 and 2, gotta buy those. That's another topic for one day, I guess, the physical release stuff.